Oh, hi. Welcome back to another episode of the Alphabet of Heat. My name is Boss. I'm a gardener and a lover of all things spicy. Today, we have made it to the letter X. I don't know why I did that. That was really weird.
A is for Antep and Z is for Zing. Got 24 more that'll grow in between. They say the spice of life is variety. That's why we're growing so hard on the Alphabet of Heat. Letter X.
X is for Xion Mutant. Look at this freak show. I'm having a little bit of fun here today because I'm actually just finally feeling healthy for the first time in over a week. And this is actually the last episode in terms of when I filmed of the Alphabet of Heat. There is still Y and Z episodes coming in the following 2 weeks, but X is the very last one that I am filming for this series. So the Xion Mutant, you're probably thinking, what the hell is that? It doesn't look like a pepper plant. I've seen 20 some odd pepper plants before this one on this show alone. None of them look like that. Well, the Xion Mutant is actually a cross between an Italian pepper called Etna and a pretty famous pepper in the community called the Candlelight Mutant. And so what you get when you have a filiform mutation in a pepper plant is these weird spindly leaves. This is a healthy plant, and they look unlike anything else. The original, as far as anyone knows, mutant pepper was a candlelight pepper that mutated like this, and those genes have been passed on now and bred into several other varieties of peppers. Xion Mutant is a pretty cool one because it actually gets to be a very large plant for a mutant. Most mutant plants, in my experience, only get maybe a foot, foot and a half tall. This can get over 2 feet tall. It can get big and bushy, and it's a beautiful plant when you really let it take off. The heat is pretty low, less than 10,000 Scoville heat units, typically, sometimes 0. Right? So we'll see what we get today with this tiny little pod that I got. They can be difficult to fruit the first year. Something that I've noticed with Xion Mutant is they do better when you overwinter them. That second year, they explode. But you can get fruit the first year, just not always, and oftentimes it's late season, which was the case for me. The plant flowered pretty quickly, but most of those fell off in the midsummer heat. It just didn't like that. So I think once it started to cool down, it was able to set a fruit. Luckily, I've grown these before, so I have plenty of seeds and things, but one fruit, kind of a bummer. It's all good. We are going to take a quick look inside. You've seen what the plant looks like, so let's see what the pepper looks like, see what it tastes like, and then we will get moving on to letter Y. All right, we got this tiny little pod. Let's give it a chop. And look at that. Pretty uneventful. Looks like there is one seed in there. Very little membrane, thin walls, hollow cavity. All right, so I popped that one seed out so that I can, plant it. It smells actually kind of hot. Like, it smells spicier than I know it's going to be. I'm happy to have my sense of smell back after being sick, so I'm going to smell it one more time. It does have a nice smell, though, very crisp. Kind of surprised that there was only one seed. Oftentimes, I get these kind of packed with seeds, like you see often in smaller ornamental peppers. These can get to be 1.5 inches or so tall, maybe 2 inches, so this is just exceptionally small, but we have to have one for the Alphabet of Heat, right? Xion Mutant, let's see how it tastes. Nice. So, because the cross was with that Etna pepper, which is an annuum, I do believe, it has a really nice sweet flavor. Not too dissimilar, though, from like the sweetness of maybe a fully ripe red Anaheim or Fresno pepper. Not quite the same flavor as a red bell. A little bit sweeter, a little bit more of a fruity sweetness, a little bit tangy, but pretty delicious. Those are really good peppers for a mutant. Some of the mutants don't taste so good. Looking at you, Rogue. If I wasn't so afraid of bugs, I would probably try and overwinter that plant that I have out in the garage, but it's just not worth it. Now that I've taken this one off of it, it's going to go out to the compost tomorrow. how it is. You know, sometimes you have to cull the weak. That was really weird. No, that's part of gardening, right? Plant reaches the end of its life. Even though with peppers, you can technically overwinter them. Again, too many times I've had bugs in the house as a result of bringing peppers in from outside at the end of the season. So if it grows indoors here, it started its life indoors. It's just my rule now. All of that said, we have 2 more episodes of the Alphabet of Heat coming up, letters Y and Z. I think you will like them a lot. So if for some reason you're not already subscribed, shame on you, but hit the button below, hit the bell, hit a thumbs up, and we will see you next week with letter Y. Remember, plants help us grow. Peace.